Are you trying to spice up your PowerPoint slides? Maybe you're trying to be more creative with your work or LinkedIn profile. Perhaps you want your image to look like a magazine cover. Today I got a swift tip for you. I'm going to show you on Photoshop how to put text behind any object. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a friend of mine that I did a photo shoot with. The first thing we want to do is add a duplicate layer. So let's go to Layer, select Duplicate Layer. I just leave it named Background Copy, click OK. And then I'm going to add some text. And I'm going to delete the text that's saved in there already. I'm going to type in my own. Let's pretend this is a magazine cover called Photos. I'm going to drag the text down to where I think it should be placed. Maybe about here. Looks good. And if you want to manipulate the size of the font, it's similar to Microsoft Word, and you can just change the size, the actual font, and even the color. Now before I continue, I'm going to show you a keyboard so that you can see the keyboard shortcuts that I'm using during this tutorial. And the next thing you want to do is combine the text layer with the duplicate layer. I already have the text layer selected, so I also want to click Command and select the duplicate layer, and then click Command E, which merges those two together. Now what we're really doing here is simply using the eraser tool to delete the text. Now you can enlarge the eraser tool by clicking the right bracket, and you can make it smaller by clicking the left bracket. So what we want to do is basically delete the text in front of our object. Very simple. Now if you notice, I'm only sticking to the middle right now because it gets a little tricky around hair and of course any fine edges. So to get even closer and do this cleanly, I'm going to select Command plus to enlarge the photo, click spacebar and use the mouse to move the picture where you need it to be, and I'm going to click Command plus again, spacebar and move this lower. And what we're going to do next is lower the opacity. And when you lower the opacity of the text, I like to go under 20%, and that way I can really see behind the object. I'm still on the eraser tool, but I need it to be a little bit more fine. So I'm going to click left bracket, make that smaller, and then I'm just going to delete around the edges of the hair here. And you want to just go around where you're deleting. I'm going to make it a little smaller, left bracket again. I'm going to go around these fine edges here. Now I'm going pretty fast for the sake of the tutorial, but don't be afraid to go super slow when you're actually editing on your own, because you want to make sure these fine lines look super clean. I'm going to go a little large here, clicking the right bracket. Let's clean it up here. Small bracket again, click spacebar, click on the mouse. Now let's clean it up around the edges. Again, I'm going a little fast. Left bracket, I'm going to make this smaller and really get this edge here nice and clean. And just go around. Let's finish it up. And we're all done. Perfect. Now I'm going to click Command minus. And now I'm going to bump up my opacity again on the text all the way up to 100. And that, my friends, is a quick way to put text behind an object. I hope you found today's swift tip useful. And if so, please like and subscribe so I can keep making videos like these for our creative community. Remember, Sky's the Limit is where we talk about film, photos, and tech, because it makes us more productive and creative at work and in our passion projects. Till next time.